What does it take to turn a lineup of life chapters into business momentum? Mark Coronel went from engineering to running sales at a full-service property group, learning from the network that moves deals. Dylan Mullen turned a few videos into an e-commerce rocket, millions of views, and a 7-figure launch in months, leading to having wine with Gary Vee in his penthouse. Bella Morrow built a business after breaking the rules she was taught, and turned her personal crisis into $1 million business. And Rule Tong learned the hard cash flow lessons of commercial properties, the numbers and strategies that will make or break you in multi-million-dollar portfolios. 4 founders, 4 different rules, but ultimately one decision. What moves the needle in your business? But yeah, that's fascinating. That's absolutely fascinating. I know I literally wrote out like a script for everyone at home, like not a script, but like a series of questions and things that I kind of wanted to speak to Mark about, because it's not every day you can speak to like a sales director or, you know, kind of understand the ins and outs and workings of it. Because Cube Corp has quite a strong reputation, especially in the Asian community, for what they do. And, you know, they help a lot of developers sell a lot of property. So very, very hard to, you know, for example, dive and have a deep dive into these sort of things. But we've talked about your journey. What about the challenges? Like, what's some of the hardest things you probably faced? You know, you obviously came to Australia at a very young age. What were the challenges there? Like, was your English good? Did you pick it up straight away? Because Filipinos learn English, right? And it's a natural language.
Karaoke.
Yeah. Exactly. They can all sing and all play guitar. But what was that journey like growing up? You know, were you bullied? Were you like the stud of the school? What did that look like?
I mean, it was different. I was like this scrawny little dude that was excited about everything.
Yeah. Like the hypoactive,
I don't think it was diagnosed at the time,
ADHD.
but probably I had ADD or ADHD.
I think most of us do. To be honest, I'm just like that all the time.
It's just one of those things that everything I wanted to, and I have to say, honest, comparing myself to my brother and my sister, I'm the eldest of 3.
Yeah.
My parents would gladly testify that I was probably the problem kid being the eldest, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff that, because, you know, I always wanted to rebel and try different things, I put myself out there. So when I was in school, I remember the first thing was primary school, right? Oh, sorry, kindy.
Kindy, yeah, that's right.
Kindy. I don't know how I can remember. It was so vivid. Miss Clutterbuck, she was our teacher. Clutterbuck. And she had this like big, you know, those big books that were like the size of my body, right?
Yeah, the huge ones.
We went for what's that thing? Orientation.
Orientation
right?
day,
And
yeah.
she's reading to the other kids that are already in the class.
Yeah.
All these kids were so dumb in my thought. I was like, man, how do you not know the answer? She's asking questions. So I'm at the back going, huh. And then what was the thing my teacher called me? I think my teacher at kindy put in the report card that I was like an arrogant little boy.
Wow, I mean, I don't know if that's the right thing to do as a teacher as well, but like
it stuck with me.
Yeah,
And
wow.
Believe it, but this teacher ended up being my year 6 teacher in a different school.
Oh, in a different school. So she moved schools and you moved schools.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we went from
Arch
botany
nemesis.
but I ended up being good friends with her kids because
wow.
we went to the same high school. And then she, like, whenever we see each other, now Mrs. Jessup, I remember it's just very different. She's like, oh, so proud you used to be like this little asshole. And now you're like buying me lunch.
So has she bought a property from you yet?
The son's in talks.
Oh, really? Wow, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it was humbling.
Yeah.
You know, I was always a little bit different.
Yeah.
My food was different. I used to get teased for like...
Oh, it's just like when we used to bring like eggs to school, or we used to have like dumplings, pork and chive dumplings. Man. Peace out, laters. When you open that lunchbox, everyone thinks you let off like a stink bomb.
Oh, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, ew, what the fuck's that smell? Oh, my God, that's disgusking. It's like the Asian food, you know?
Teachers would get annoyed because you'd want it heated it up. But
Yeah,
after a while, I was like, man, nah, I want white food, you know? I want like sandwiches and...
fucking steak and mash.
Bro, the whitest food is like, what is it?
Ham
spaghetti.
And cheese
Spaghetti in a sandwich.
Yeah, but you got spaghetti in
It's like double carbs, but it was the best. I would trade, like, you know, crispy pork and rice. Which the kids were like, yeah, we'll trade. I had like 4 sandwiches.
Yeah.
And then for
your rice.
For whatever I had, right? Meat pies and oh man, loved it.
Oh, fuck.
But when my parents found out, they got the shit say. They're like,
that's
all right,
nasty.
I'll give you a white sandwich.
Yeah.
They just give me bread. Wrapped up. Like at one point, my mum, and bless her, like she tried her best to really look after the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. And we have these fun stories where it's just like, if she really hated us, it's just bread and butter.
Yeah.
So some days no butter.
Not even fairy bread. No hundreds and thousands.
Yeah. So because you know what? They thought hundreds and thousands were poison for rats. You know the circle, like
The little dots.
the like mothballs. yeah. That's what they thought. Like Melvin, you're filler, right? Your parents probably thought the same thing. They had like these mothball things, like
for the cupboard. For the cupboards. Yeah. It's like for us, we had a shoe shop, so we had those silica beads. And I used to think they were candy, so I'd rip them open. And my mother, no, you can't eat that. But that's what hundreds and thousands look like. It's the rainbow version of that, so I get it.
In terms of bullying, look, not really. Year 8.
That's good.
When is it year 7 when we went to high school?
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, no, there was a bit of, but I think guys are just
That's just friction
sizing
when
each
you're
other
young
up.
as well. Yeah, that's what happens as well.
But yeah, you had fights and whatever. I remember it was very interesting. It was like the Wogs versus the Asians versus the West, the Southies versus the Bra Boys at the time. So
you had a pretty multicultural school.
yeah, well, we were the minority, of course. There was like less than 10 Asians.
Oh wow, it's the complete opposite to me.
About 120. It was Waverley College.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Great school.
Yeah.
And
We were down the road technically because I went to Sydney Boys, right? So Waverley and Sydney Boys not very far from each other.
yeah, but you're like focused on like
Bro, we were just nerds.
grades.
We had 210 students in our grade. I remember, like not exactly 210, but somewhere around there, 218 or something. And I think I would say, not highly confident, there was like 25 white boys. And then the rest of us were just Chinese, Indian, Korean, Vietnamese. Like that's just the rest of us. So complete opposite.
How many did you have graduating class?
Graduating class, yeah, that was it. Everyone graduated.
200.
Yeah, 200 plus.
So we had close to 200.
We had no one drop out in my grade that I know of. No one dropped out.
Oh man, we had heaps.
Yeah.
So our graduating class was about 90, I think.
What, cut down from 200?
Yeah. From our year
Holy
12
shit.
class wasn't huge.
Wow.
But it was close. Like everyone pretty much knew each other.
Yeah, our year 12, everyone knew each other, but we had 210 plus. So it was huge. Yeah, huge. We had a huge graduation.
That's good. That's good. I mean, we still have, like, this year is our 20-year
20 anniversary.
anniversary.
Jesus, the amount of stories that you get out of those anniversaries are insane.
They were good. Mostly drinking related, but
Yeah.
so
But a lot of people do really well in life, you know. It's always good to see friends from high school do really well and advance in their careers and build really cool things. And yeah, I mean, that's always fascinating to find out. So yeah. But yeah, going back to the point, it's like you had this certain mindset persona, some certain aura around you when it comes to work and work ethic. Because I know you work hard and you have kids. And me and the team sit here all the time looking at your stories going, how the fuck does Mark go out every day with his kids, pick them up from school, take them to school, on the weekends take them to somewhere, one day they're in Canberra, then they're in Melbourne, now they're in the Philippines, then they're in China, and then you're still closing deals, like fucking shitload of deals, and you're still helping run a company. So it's like, how does that work ethic? I know with that, you're not working a 9 to 5. I know that 100%.
yeah.
You're probably working just like me, like 7 a.m. till like 7 a.m.
you are, buddy, workhorse as well.
Yeah.
But would you disagree that this is not work and it's like a lifestyle?
I think we just enjoy what we do. Like, I don't feel like I'm working. Everyone's always like, oh, how do you do 16-hour days, Alan? And I'm like, they're like, oh, you preach this toxic work mentality. I'm like, no, it's not. I actually like what I do. And at the same time I'm a very big seeker of life. You know, I really enjoy challenges, overcoming them, figuring them out, even though sometimes I want to rip my hair out and just run into a wall. And I'm sure you've had those experiences many, many times.
Look, I don't have much hair.
Yeah, and that's why I've been creating a hair serum for you.
It's getting better.
That's right. I'm actually creating a hair growth serum just for Mark. Developing one right now. But yeah, like what created that sort of work ethic, that mindset? Because 100%, we've dealt with so many staff. We've hired many people. And it's very distinct that 99% of people just either cannot keep up with us, don't understand how or what we do. And like, how did you get to this position where you can go and do whatever it takes to close the deal? And, you know, how did you get there?
Probably like the way I was raised.
Yeah.
So I definitely thank my parents, my mum and dad.
Yeah.
They've always believed in work hard because your work will never fail you, right?
Yeah.
And I still hold that to be true. And at the end of the day, you've got to be genuine about what you do. If you don't like what you're doing, get the fuck out, do something else, right?
Yeah.
That you're passionate about. Because if you like it, you're going to do well at it. So I've learned to like everything that I've done.
Did you ever start off hating something and then eventually you went, oh, you know, it's not as bad as I thought?
Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
Probably just relationships, you know, like girlfriends and stuff.
Okay.
But that's okay, you know.
Yeah,
You know, well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure I know what I want.
Yeah.
And if I don't want it, I'll know it early.
Yeah.
So just cut it early.
So that would have been one of your probably biggest roadblocks at the very beginning of your business journey. And no one teaches us this shit.
No one teaches you.
So you're not going to know. You're just going to hit the problem and it's like, well, fuck.
Another roadblock that we've had to consistently in different markets go through. Australia was the first one because we're from here. Is like having like a TGA, FDA listed product when it's a new category.
Yeah.
And they realize, holy shit, no one's registered. And they're like, everyone you get stop sale letters.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not stopping selling.
Yeah.
And then they kind of negotiate with you. You have to provide all this stuff.
Yeah.
But we've had some battles, man.
Yeah.
That's what people don't realize from the outside looking in. If like obviously we nailed product to market fit, I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend first business going into like a TGA, FDA regulated space. It's a lot of different headaches to take you away.
How much money do you reckon you would have spent on like TGA, FDA stuff?
TGA, FDA stuff was actually not too bad.
Yeah.
Sub 30 grand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For all the products?
For all the products.
Which is how many SKUs right now? Probably
we got 4 different IPLs, and those are the only ones that we need to do.
Yeah.
That's live to date.
Yep.
We sell 3 currently.
Yeah.
But we were lucky. I meant like everything that we could already provide them, they had to verify and check, and it was sweet. If it
100%.
wasn't, you're looking at 6 figures.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like some markets will classify you as like a class 3 thing, which is like, dude, all it fucking does
like
is
dangerous or
like,
whatever,
and
right?
it's like, dude, so
Yeah.
there's been some lessons around that. But like, wouldn't change any of it. But yeah, there's a lot of headaches in the space that people don't see until they pull back the curtain and look at your business. But so Alan, fucking Cheeky Glow's killing it.
Yeah.
I guarantee that you have got stories like that about
We've definitely got
different things,
stories,
right?
but yeah, I'm sure we all have stories, and
Yeah.
any successful e-com entrepreneur would have stories because
Yeah.
there's so many lessons for it. But before you even got into e-com, like what opened the door for you? I know you had a legal pathway, and then you had an acting pathway. Did you do well as an actor as well? Did you get paid gigs, jobs? all
Yeah, I
that
got
sort
some
of
paid gigs, some ads
Yeah.
and stuff. Like I did a full-time acting training. So
wow.
instead of doing uni, I did that, which is
Yeah.
like 3-year program.
Yeah.
So like that was my replacement of uni. At the back end of that, I got an agent. Like
Yeah.
most people couldn't even get an agent.
Yeah.
Got an agent.
Did you go to LA and do all of that sort of stuff? Or
No,
not?
that
Just
would have
stay-
been like next step.
Yeah.
But I was like, it wasn't. I heard there was a Robin Williams quote
Yeah.
that I only understand now because of business. And when I heard it when I was acting, I didn't believe it because I hadn't experienced it personally. And the quote was something to the effect of, "If you don't need to be an actor, don't." And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no one needs to be an actor,
Yeah.
right? And obviously there are some people like, this is what I'm put on this planet to do. This
Yeah.
is what I'm meant to, like, this is what, like, my reason for being. This is why I'm here. I only understand that now because it's like, I'm only in business because I have to be in business.
Yeah.
Like I could not be in business.
100%.
Like my brain is just like wired to start businesses. You see them for the commercial opportunities. What can I do here? What can I
Yeah.
do there? What can I do? If anything, I need to dial it back a little bit.
100%.
Try too
And I
many
think
things.
we were talking about this off air as well. You know, you got to be focused. You got to do what you got to
Exactly.
do. But what are you at now? So obviously you've done a very successful business. Happy Skin Co's hit multiple 8 figures now.
Yeah.
Whether we hit 9 figures or not in the next year or two is going to be up to obviously how you innovate,
Yeah.
grow, and build the business, different markets, etc. But what else has come out of it? Like one leads to the other, as we always know.
Yeah.
What comes out of it then?
I tell you what, for me, the world, man, whatever
Yeah.
you want, right?
Yeah.
And like some of the cool things that came from business that you don't expect, you don't really know going in. I guess you kind of know a little bit more now
Yeah.
because there's so much more content around founders and what happens and
So
stuff.
many now,
But you
yeah.
go in not knowing, right? So for me, I told you in that year or two before business, one of like the people I was spamming their content, I'm saying like I was from like Preston's, which
Yeah.
is like Southwest Liverpool area.
Yeah.
Hour and a half train each way up to Chatswood.
Yeah.
Just listening to like Tony Robbins' podcast a bit was some other random business ones, but the main person I was listening to every day was Gary Vee.
Yeah.
Right back then, Gary Vee was like
He was
peaking. He was the
Peaking
guy.
hard. He was the god of marketing.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
god of marketing. I think like for me, I didn't have any family members in business
Yeah.
from my area. I didn't really know anyone that succeeded. I'd like, in terms of my school, I'm like their poster boy for like what can happen. I go back to my old high school.
You're on the posters.
And they go back and ask me to speak like every year.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, like it's no one really from my school had gone and actually done anything like that. They don't teach you that in school. So what's come from that? So yeah, this is crazy. Like my life's completely changed. I was this kid from Southwest Sydney living home with my parents when I started the business.
Yeah.
So we launched the business in April 2018.
Yeah.
A big part of my growth is, well, I'm not really much of an event person anymore.
Yeah.
First start of business, everyone's keen for those events. I think it's good.
The networking events, right?
Not really networking events. Like, you go to like at a success resource thing,
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
Gary Vee
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
and they'll have like 4 or 5 speakers
Yep,
beforehand.
Yep.
It's good. It's more like you don't really take away and retain too much of the information. It's more
Yep.
rewiring your mindset,
And
putting
also the
yourselves in those
environment,
in the
being around the
environment,
right people.
being around those people.
Yep.
You network there. You meet people. Sure, you might write fucking 4 or 5 pages of notes.
Yeah.
And at least in my experience, you never really fucking go back and implement much of it. It's everyone's like, speech to fucking sell you on whatever.
100%.
Anyway.
It's always an upsell at the end of it.
But it was good to reprogram my mind. So like I went, this is probably like June, July, August, a few months after we launched, we'd already done like $1 million. So we were already doing well.
Yeah.
Went until Gary Vee, had like the VIP meet and greet tickets.
Yeah.
So like did the
Yeah.
photo with him and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Got an email from someone at Success Resources. Hey, Dylan, do you want to do a dinner with Gary Vee? It's 10 grand.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really care about just meeting.
Yeah.
It's not worth 10 grand to me.
Yeah.
I don't care. So I said, nah. And then anyway, about a year later, a little bit less, I saw that Gary Vee was coming to Australia again.
Yeah.
So I sent the guy an email. The guy who, I think his name was Liam,
Yeah.
sent him an email saying, hey, you're like bringing Gary out again. Are you doing the dinner?
Yeah.
I'm keen.
Yeah.
He goes, no, we're not.
Yeah.
But he's doing something else that he's never done before. It's not like an advertised thing. It's like application only.
Yeah.
So like Gary Vee, for anyone that doesn't know Gary Vee, and I still think Gary Vee is like culturally relevant. I think, but back 2018,
He was like
2019,
the
he was
peak
like
of it.
the
Yes,
number one.
correct.
I think now you think like Hormozy
Yes, correct.
and like even Stephen Bartlett's probably getting
Bartlett's
big up there.
peaking
Chris
as well
Williamson,
right now. Yep,
like
yep.
those are the big. But back Gary Vee was like the guy,
Yep.
especially for young people.
100%.
Especially for young people.
100%. He was very, very relevant.
Yeah.
And all his advice was, hitting
He
the
nailed
marks.
a lot. He nailed
He
a
was hitting
lot
the
still.
marks.
Like and you know what he started speaking about? I don't know because I don't watch all of his content.
Yeah.
After we had that podcast, we were talking about live stream selling. Like
Yeah.
a month or two later,
He
I
started
see Gary
talking
Vee
about
talking
it.
about
Yeah,
live
and you
stream
tagged
selling.
me in the video and you're like, look, Gary's talking about what you're
Yeah,
talking
but you
about.
were on that first.
Yeah,
You
that's
were on
right.
that
So he's
first.
copying me. Gary's copying me.
So Gary was the man back then. Just like for the context, if anyone's a little bit younger and
Yeah.
new into business and the personal development space, and like so he's doing this thing. It's like going to be like very small groups. You're going to get the opportunity because Gary only does big keynotes.
Yeah.
He has like Vayner mentors or Vayner fucking whatever. You go to his thing.
Vayner.
And you do like a workshop in his office for a day. He maybe's there for an hour and then his team like teaches you their strategies.
Yeah.
That was all he done in terms of small group mentoring.
Yeah.
But what he was doing, he had the opportunity to do like, I think it was 3 days with Gary in Sydney.
Yep.
And I mean like 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. he's there the whole time.
Yeah.
3 days in London. So it was like a few months later, 3 days in London. And then a few months later, 4 days in New York at his office in
Wow.
New York City.
That's a total of like 2 weeks almost.
Almost 2 weeks, like
Yeah.
10 days with him,
Yeah.
like 8 a.m. to like, sometimes you go out to dinner to 11, 12 o'clock
That's
at night.
crazy. Yep.
So this is like my biggest mentor at the time. So it was like really good just to spend time. And you know what, Gary's like very, very chill, unstructured. Like, yeah, there's certain topics, but it's just, let's just do a
He's
Q&A
probably like that
chat.
ADHD lifestyle as well.
Yeah, he's like, let's just fucking any questions, let's just
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Like they'd be playing like, yeah, guys, don't worry about that to his team. We're just gonna chat.
Yeah.
Because he loves freeballing. Like he's so good at all
That's
that
what he
stuff.
does.
Yeah, it's what he does.
Yeah.
So that like changed my life being around him for so long. Something hit me. I've talked about this in podcasts before. It was one of the last nights. We're in his office, level whatever, like literally in the middle of New York City, Hudson Yards, looking around at New York City skyline.
Yeah.
And I realized in the space of a year and a half, I had no business.
Yeah.
I was 10 grand in my bank account.
Yeah.
Living at home with my parents in Preston's.
Yep.
2 year and a half later, went from Western Sydney to New York City.
Yeah.
I'm drinking wine with Gary Vee, level whatever, up in the clouds.
Fuck.
Millions of dollars in my bank account compared to thousands.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, like, bro, the only limitation on your goals, on your dreams, is all in your mind.
Yep.
Like, I did that in the space of a year and a half. The reason it happened so quickly, and like by that time, we'd probably already done like definitely already done over $10 million by the time I'm spending time with Gary Vee. Like, who does that? Like, you don't think, I never would have thought that would have been possible. Like, our whole goal, we launched April 2018. We quit our jobs two weeks after we launched. I wanted to quit my job by the end of that year.
Yeah.
Like, if you get clear on what you want and like you can really feel it and visualize it and like act and behave like you already have it,
Yeah.
bro, you fucking, like, you'd be surprised how quickly
Yeah.
it can come into existence. So yeah, traveled the world, spent time with Gary Vee, Tom Bilyeu, Jesse Itzler,
wow.
some other like people I
All
really
the
love.
names, yeah,
all
all
the
the big
names,
names,
spent time
yeah.
with a lot of them. Like even Michael Lane, just to see,
Yeah.
he was the MD
Success
of
Resources.
Success Resources.
Correct.
Now he's the CEO of
Michael
Forbes
Lane, that's
Australia.
right.
Met some other incredible people. Like
Yeah.
I was the youngest by far
Yeah.
because you had to have like a business at a certain level.
Yeah.
First step was like a written application to them.
Yeah.
If you tick their
And
boxes.
you would have been what, 25, 26?
I would have been 25.
Fuck.
Yeah, I would have been 25.
bro.
And I was the only one from ecom there.
Yeah, 25-year-old millionaire. Look at that.
Yeah.
With what, 18 months of hard work.
Yeah, dude,
That's
like
insane.
genuinely. So first written application, you pass that, then you do a phone call application with
Yeah.
them. If it passes that, they pass it on to Gary V's team.
Yeah.
They review it. If you pass that stage, there's like 4 stages or
Yeah.
whatever, you do a call with Gary V.
Bro, it's like a job interview.
It's like a job interview because it's like,
But to be in a mentorship group.
because he doesn't do, he wanted to like commit to doing it properly to
Yeah,
see if he
100%.
enjoys it. He enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
he was like, I'm going to do more of this. I don't know
Yeah.
if he has. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so
yeah,
busy.
yeah.
Like the ROI in his time isn't
yeah,
worth it.
100%.
But he enjoyed the experience. So
Yeah.
I think we were the only group to ever get to do this
That's
with
so
him.
crazy, bro.
The last step of the application is like got to do a call with Gary.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the office. It would have been like, I'm pretty sure it was like 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And I get a phone call and I look at my phone. It's like a New York number.
Yeah. Oh,
I
here we
answer
go.
the call. He's like, yo, what up, Dylan? It's Gary V. And I'm just like,
Holy shit.
Gary V's calling my fucking phone.
Yeah, bro.
Like how? How is this happening? Right?
That's insane.
And it's not like I'm some big Gary Vee stan, right? I still respect him, still think he's a legend, but it's like, how the fuck this guy used to watch on YouTube,
Yeah.
like his podcast, he's calling me.
Yeah.
And then he heard how old I was, heard what my business was. He's like, oh, bro, you got to be part of it. Like
Yeah.
straight away, like
Yeah.
first like 3 minutes of the call.
Yeah.
And so we didn't even really need to chat that long. He's like, nah, dude, like I want you to be part of it because he must have, no one else was anything like my niche, my
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
So it's like, sweet. I'm like, yeah, man, like I'll see you then. I'll let you go. He's like, yes, appreciate that. And then saw him a couple months later in Sydney. And
It's a headache for starting your own business. Even though you're good at something, you have to always kind of judge whether it's worthwhile at that current stage that you're in. I think it's always worthwhile to have a business. But at the current stage that you're in, is it worth kind of either one, taking the risk, and two, bringing on board the 4,000 other headaches that come with a business?
Yeah.
And yeah, how was that experience for you actually, like transitioning out of, you know, your role and just every day is just paperwork, speaking to clients, you know, your typical job. And then all of a sudden, bang, register your company, taxes, you got super to pay. Now you got to find and hire staff. Now you got to go through all of that process. What was that journey like, you know, at 40, starting your own business and then bang, exiting like $1 million years into your own business? What was that like?
Yeah, so thankfully this is not my first business.
Yeah.
So I've had businesses before. Had a fashion business before.
You had a fashion business?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was short lived.
Yeah.
Didn't lose any money, but didn't make any money.
Yeah.
So I understood how business works generally.
Yeah.
But that wasn't like an all in sort of business. Like this is my all in
business, yeah.
Like all in. I quit my job, everything like all in business.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like you see me with Rolex now and all that type of stuff. It took me 4.5 years.
Yeah. That's
Right? It's hard work. And the thing is, like a lot of people don't realize is that you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're first starting off in a business, I think Alex Hormozy says is like you have uninformed optimism.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you don't know. So you kind of think, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
That's 12 months.
Yeah. So I killed it in my job. So starting a business should be a fucking piece of cake.
Yeah, that's right. And then you realize, oh shit.
Like,
and then you have informed pessimism.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people quit then.
Yeah.
Right? Because they don't know what's
On the
next.
ups. Yeah.
And then the next phase is having informed optimism.
Yeah.
If you can get through that hump, then you go well.
Yeah.
So I went through exactly the same phase
Yeah.
as Alex Hormozy described.
Yeah.
The first year was all about establishing myself in the market.
Yeah.
As
As an independent.
an independent.
Yeah.
Who do I want to service? Who do I want to look after? Where am I going to get my deals and all that type of stuff? Like for the first year, I think I made like 400 grand maybe.
Still not bad.
First year.
Not
I mean,
bad.
Yeah, enough to pay the bills.
Yeah, of course, not bad.
And all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
In the second year, I think I made 600.
So growing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I started hiring staff and all that.
Yep.
So even though I made 600 top line,
Top line, yeah.
like I was probably like making zero bottom line.
Profit, right?
Yeah, bottom line. But it's hard work. I think the turning point for me was there's a couple of things happened. I think in second year into my business, I think I made a whole heap of mistakes.
Yeah.
And what I mean by mistakes is that I wasn't collecting money up front.
Yes.
Okay, so I was doing deals.
Yeah.
But I don't get paid a commission until like maybe 6 months later.
Yeah.
Right. So it got to a point in my business where I had only $90 left in my personal savings account.
Yeah. And then people are still owing you like 300 grand.
People still owe me 300 grand, whatever.
Yeah.
But that money's not coming in yet.
Yeah.
So I was so stressed out at that time. I mean, obviously I still have my rental properties and things.
Yeah.
But I've depleted because cash flow is so important.
Of
right?
course. People don't realize how fast a business can destroy your savings. Like they don't realize how fast it can eat up your savings if your cash flow is not strong.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think the problem with real estate agency is that we earn big checks.
Yeah.
But
Infrequent big
checks. And you can look forward to a 50 grand invoice or a 100 grand commission, right? But you're not getting it today.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking getting it like 6 months down the track.
Yeah.
So you kind of go, oh fuck.
What do I do for the next 6 months?
What do I do for the next 6 months? Yeah. So one of the pivotal points for me in the business, or like about 2 years into the business, was that I've drained all my cash reserves.
Yeah.
Even though I was doing deals, the cash wasn't coming in.
Yeah.
I was literally down to my last $90 in my personal bank account.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell anybody. I couldn't tell my spouse. I couldn't tell my friends. Like I felt so alone. I felt so desperate.
Yeah.
And that was probably the low point.
Yeah.
Even though the business on face value was doing well.
That's great. Yeah.
Doing deals.
Yeah.
But it wasn't reflected in my savings.
Yeah.
So the way I got through it was thankfully I had a mate that lent me $5,000.
Yeah.
So I got over so I got a bit of cash to at least like buy fucking groceries and shit.
Yeah.
And then just out of the blue, one of my clients, I guess he was having a good day.
Yeah.
He just deposited $25,000 in my pay one of the invoices, deposit $25,000.
Yeah.
This was probably like a month later.
Yeah.
And then that was enough for me to then carry through.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was really thankful. And I also paid my friend back the $5,000. But that sort of month or two,
yeah,
I was stressed out of my mind.
Yeah.
And I think what a lot of, unless you're an entrepreneur and business owner, a lot of people don't realize how lonely the journey is.
Fucking, and you don't want to tell people too, because it's like a lot of these are big personal struggles. Like going down to your last $90, I've been there as well, right? Like it's, it's crazy because people look on the outside, they go, "Fuck, you got $1 million business. You must be rich."
Yeah.
But they don't realize that cash flowing and staffing and then taxes and fees and rent and this and that. It's like every day I'm paying invoices. Every day there's just something in your inbox.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's funny because, like I just got paid for a deal.
Yeah.
2 days ago. I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah.
And then Friday is my payday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. And then at the end of Friday, it's like, oh shit, like 80% of it's gone.
Yeah, that's my life every Monday. That's my Mondays every day. When I come into the Mondays, on Mondays, don't fucking talk to me. No one look at me. I'm fucking doing your paychecks right now, all right, motherfuckers?
yeah, exactly.
Don't talk to me. Right?
Yeah.
No free lunch today. Fuck off. Don't speak to me.
Yeah. So, it's a hard journey, especially first couple of years. And I think my business started to turn when I hired Alex. Yeah. So Alex was my first successful full-time hire.
All right, let's talk about this actually, because we always bitch about this to each other, but like that hiring process, what's it like for you?
If you have the right staff or team members, it will literally transform your business.
I agree.
It's like it's like anything in life. Like if you have the right team, whether you're playing sports, whatever, like it just changes things. And it's so hard to find good people.
I agree.
And it's like, you want to hire good people, then sometimes you can't afford them.
Yeah.
You want to hire good people, and you want to make sure they stick around. So you got to provide a career path for them. And then sometimes you want to hire good people, but you're not a good enough manager. So you're not using them to their full potential.
Yeah.
Right. So there's all these things, there's all these learning curves, right?
Yeah.
And like before I landed Alex, I think I went through 3 other people.
Yeah.
Crazy story. Like this guy I hired, I'm not gonna name names, but he was probably 25.
Yeah.
And he looked really good on paper.
Yeah.
Like, he had the just
a ChatGPT resume.
yeah, maybe, right? I don't know. But I fired him after, I think, 7 days or 8 days.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah.
We have a weekly scheduled meeting.
Yeah.
Monday morning.
Yeah.
He didn't show up.
Okay.
He's
25, right?
He's 25.
Yeah. Gen Z's, bro.
he didn't show up. All right. I didn't understand. I just didn't understand the mentality.
Yeah.
He didn't show up. And so I texted him, called him, didn't pick up. I started getting worried. I'm like, fuck, this guy had an accident.
You all right? Yeah.
Is he all right? Like,
Yeah.
Whatever. 11:30, he text messages me.
Yeah.
2-liner. Sorry, Will. My alarm didn't go off.
It's like, what? How did that impact you in your journey? Like, with your partner's parents obviously not being approving of you.
Yeah.
It's very rough, right? Because one, I think it smashes your confidence, but two, at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I love this guy.
Yeah.
But is it kind of like one of those, if you love him, let him go moments? Or is it like,
We did have a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think it was 3 years into it or
Yeah.
something. And I was like, do I see my life playing out like this?
you got the crazy mother-in-law.
Yeah. And I was just kind of like playing it forward.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this could be like the end of it for me. Like, is it worth going? And he was so committed to me.
Yeah.
And like, I did not see any like red flags with him or anything like that. And I was like, if I had to compromise, I was like, I have to remember this is who I'm marrying. I'm not marrying his like family.
Yeah.
So I was like, am I going to give up something so good in my connection and stuff like that because someone else is going to ruin it?
Yeah.
And I decided not to.
Yeah.
And so we've actually never broken up.
Yeah.
Ever in our whole 10 years.
Yeah.
Because he said, if you're calling it, well, then that's
call
it.
it. Yeah,
We're calling it.
yeah.
So we've never called it, and we don't
wow.
like joke about those things really.
Yeah.
Or anything
And I think
like
that's
that.
very important.
Yeah, I think so. And you know what? I think people, like if they've had that like little fight or something and they're just like, oh, I'm just going to throw in the towel now.
Yeah.
Like we have so many little arguments or fights like over the years, or even like that was, looking back, that was such a little thing.
Yeah,
We've had
yeah.
so
Big
much
fights, right?
bigger
We all
things that
do.
have come.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like at the end of the day, he chose like, yes, I'm going to live my life with you. You're going to be the mother of my children.
Yeah.
And same with him. So like we choose each other.
Ooh,
Like
that's
at the end of the day, right? You
Yeah.
have to make choices. Like you choose each other and you make choices to keep doing that at the end of the day, even though it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard, especially marriage and having like a kid and throwing businesses. So he runs his own business
What
too.
does he do?
He's in real estate.
Okay.
Yeah. So technically he's under someone else, but he's a contractor as well.
Yeah.
So
He's an
sales-
agent? He's an agent?
He's an
Yeah, yeah,
agent.
yeah,
So if
yeah.
he doesn't make money, like, you know, it's on him too.
Yeah.
And with my business. So throw 2 businesses, a kid,
A lot of
marriage,
stress,
a mortgage,
a lot of
like it's,
pressure.
you know, but you make it work.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's the main thing. And it's, you know, what you value at the end of the day. We don't want a broken family because we see the repercussions of that. We don't want our son growing up in that kind of environment.
Yeah.
We want a nice environment. We want a loving family, all that kind of stuff as well. But
Very,
yeah,
very, very, very special.
that's
Very
exactly, that's it. But with the weight thing, I guess progressing on that, lost it.
important. Yep.
COVID happened.
Yep.
I got this corporate job,
Yep.
working very hard, long hours, making millions for other people.
Yep.
I put it all back on. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like literally plus 20, minus 20, plus 20.
More.
Minus 20.
I put
Oh,
more.
More.
Yeah.
So every time it
I
just
got
goes
closer
higher and
to
higher.
85.
Oh,
Yeah, it was really bad. And I had to like, it was that point in time. it was like relationship struggles, family struggles. My family's business wasn't doing very well either. Struggles there, and I learned a lot looking at like a hospitality business and how hard it is to run like a services, and you have to be there and stuff like that. It's really hard. Like, and I learned from that. And I go, oh, I don't want that. So that's why I love ecom, because it gives you a bit more like flexibility and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then other things that like just came out in the family that we didn't know about as well.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot going on.
And look, your man stuck by your side this whole time. as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So look, props to him. Props to him.
He did. Yep, for sure.
What a
like the
guy.
most loyal person, hardworking person, and he's very hardworking.
Yeah.
Like he'll go to work and now he'll leave at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And sometimes if he needs to get a job done, he won't come home till 9.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of probably women will go, oh, I can't have that. I don't want that life, like that he's always working.
Yeah, yeah.
But because I saw that growing up, that's somewhat normal to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's trying to provide for the family.
He's trying to,
you know?
and he
you
saw the
respect
way
that.
I grew up, and he
Yeah.
admires that
Yeah.
and what my dad did, and he wants to give a similar life too, and that's where our values are quite
think that's
similar
awesome.
and stuff like that.
I think that's
So
awesome. What a guy.
choosing
I
your
like him. What a guy.
partner, it's very important, yeah,
Yeah.
to the success of things. But he didn't grow up around a lot of driven people, business-minded people, and stuff like that. So sometimes there is a bit of a struggle,
Yeah.
because we think very differently.
Of course.
Our mindset and our childhood very different.
Yeah.
So there are,
Wow.
clashes a
Yeah.
lot of time. And one of those clashes was when I was in corporate, I was getting sick of it. It was a toxic environment. I was getting worn down, so big. My weight was always fluctuating, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And my sister had just had the gastric sleeve surgery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she's 3 years younger than me.
Wow.
And she said, why would I want to be this? Because we both had the same kind of struggles,
Yeah,
coming from
yeah,
a similar background.
yeah.
And she goes, why would I want to be this weight? Like, why? Like, I'd want to be skinny now and enjoy my 20s.
Yeah.
Then why would I do it later when I'm like 40, 50s?
That's
like,
true.
Because we're not gym people.
Yeah.
So we're like, we have a problem with like
Diet
food
and
and stuff
eating,
like
yeah.
that. We've tried, she did the diet stuff as well with
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
She could lose it, but then we put it all back on.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I think that's what I need to do as well.
The sleeve.
The sleeve,
Yeah,
the
wow.
gastric sleeve.
Did you cut out a lot or?
The sleeve itself?
Yeah.
What that surgery means is you've cut out 2/3 of your stomach.
Okay.
So they basically they do it a bit different. So there's the band and the
Yep.
sleeve. So
Yep.
I got the sleeve. So this is permanent. Like
Yep.
I only have like 1/3 of my stomach.
That's right.
now.
It's like a snip and a stitch. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah. So she did that, and I saw she was just glowing.
Yeah.
And like all the positive energy, and she had just met someone at that time, and
Oh,
I could see
cute.
it all happening for her, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, I need some of that like
Yeah, yeah,
energy.
yeah.
And so I know it's quite like a drastic thing to like do,
But there's
but
a reason why it works.
but there's a reason, and
Yeah.
it's actually like again another massive pinpoint moment that changed my life because
Yeah.
I couldn't concentrate
Yeah.
on anything else besides food before.
Yeah, wow.
My whole day would be revolved around what am I eating for lunch? What am I having for breakfast? What am I making for dinner? I'm hungry. I could not think
Crazy.
of anything else.
Yeah.
My brain was wired. It was becoming so toxic.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And so I think, this podcast 0.01, like why people do what they do. I was like, I don't want to be like everyone else. I don't want to be overweight. I don't want to be depressed. I need to do something drastic to make drastic changes like in my life,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I just caught it. Even if people around my husband, he was not like into it at all. Like
Yeah.
we weren't actually married at that stage. We were
Yeah.
just still engaged. And I was like, I need to do it. So I didn't have a child at that stage either.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to quit my job.
Yep.
gonna-
How long ago was this?
2022.
Oh, what's that? 5?
End
3
of
years ago.
2022.
Oh,
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
I was like, I'm going to quit my job.
Mm.
I'm going to have the gastric sleeve. At that time, I was thinking I was going to go all in on my e-commerce business because I had already done it for like a year and a bit.
How's the first year?
Pretty good. Like compared to what I thought I would do compared to what I actually did,
Yep.
I was quite impressed. Like organically, my business was doing like 10 to 15K max, at times like 20K. I was like, for me back then, starting from like literally zero,
Yeah.
that was like amazing. to me.
So what was that like for you? A 20K year?
No,
Oh,
no, no,
sorry,
20K a month.
20K a month, so 200K a year.
Yeah. So that
200K
was
a year.
like big for me. And I
Yeah.
was like, wow, like I can do it myself. Like, you know, once I was like, oh, 20K, that's amazing. Now looking back, I was probably a bit naive and I probably should have been doing a little bit more before I quit my job. But
Yeah,
lucky
yeah,
we
yeah.
were kind of like set up with a house and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I also wanted to like breed my girls as well because I've always wanted to like raise puppies and stuff like that.
Yep.
So it was like these massive, big changes because I was so stuck
Yeah.
in life, so depressed about certain things. Like I'd lost people, but not lost them in a way. It's really, I've learnt this over the years, but like grieving people that actually haven't died. So like, I might get a little bit emotional about
what does
this.
that mean for you?
But so something happened in my family like a couple of years ago where we didn't know someone was like abused as a child.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And it completely like shattered my whole life.
Yeah.
It shattered my identity. It shattered who I thought I was. Like, you know, sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional now.
Okay.
One whole side of my family we don't speak to anymore.
Yeah. Understandably.
Yeah, understandably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one person kind of like ruined it for everyone.
Of
But you
course.
don't know that.
Of course.
It you know, it happened 40 something years ago.
Oh.
And this person was holding it in for so long. Yeah.
Wow.
And overnight, I lost like cousins, uncles, aunties, grandparents.
And for a WOG family, that's
Oh, it
massive.
was massive.
I hope you have enjoyed that episode of Point 01. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow along on all our socials at Point 01 Podcast to watch all of the shorts again. We release an episode every single week, and we hope you will join us as we continue to explore the minds of those who make up the 0.01%. Until next time, keep hustling. I'm your host, Alan Fu. I'll see you on the next episode.